Do you know that feeling? The alarm clock rings. It is Monday morning. Before you even open your eyes, your mind is already running. It runs through your list of tasks, the meetings, the deadlines, the emails you need to answer. Your body is in bed, but your mind is already at work, and it feels heavy. It feels stressful. You are an ambitious woman. You have big goals. You want to build a great career. But this morning stress feels like a wall between you and your best self. What if you could break that wall? What if you could start your day with a feeling of power, not pressure? This is the story of Elena. Elena was smart, talented, and worked very hard. But she lived with that same morning stress. She lived with a quiet fear of not being good enough. Then, one day, she found a secret. A simple, powerful tool that changed how she started her day. And it changed her entire career. Today, you will learn her secret. I will share with you the 10 powerful sentences she learned to tell herself every morning. These sentences can help you reprogram your mind for positivity and resilience. If you are ready to own your mornings and build the future you want, then this story is for you. Show your commitment to your professional growth right now. Like this video and subscribe to our channel for more real strategies for ambitious women. Let's begin. Elena worked as a marketing specialist for a technology company. The office was modern and busy. It was always full of energy. People moved fast. They talked fast. Elena liked her job. She was good with ideas. She was good with words. She worked hard. And her boss, a woman named Sarah, saw her potential. But Elena had a secret partner in her work. A small, constant voice of doubt in her mind. This voice was an expert in worry. When Sarah gave Elena a compliment, the voice whispered, "She is just being nice. Your work is not really that good." When Elena had a creative idea, the voice said, "That is a silly idea. Don't say it out loud." This voice made Elena quiet in meetings. It made her check her emails 10 times before sending them. It made her feel that she was always one mistake away from failure. One afternoon, Sarah called Elena into her office. "Elena," she said, her voice serious but excited, "we are launching a new product in 3 months. It is our biggest launch of the year. The success of this company depends on it. I want you to manage the marketing campaign." Elena's heart did a strange jump. It was a jump of excitement and pure terror. This was the biggest opportunity of her career, a chance to show everyone what she could do. But the voice of doubt in her head was screaming, "You can't do this. It is too much responsibility. You will fail, and everyone will know." Elena smiled a professional smile. "Thank you, Sarah. I am honored. I will not let you down." But as she walked back to her desk, her legs felt weak. The pressure was immediate. It was huge. That night, and for many nights after, Elena did not sleep well. She dreamed of missed deadlines and angry bosses. During the day, she felt overwhelmed. The project had so many parts. The budget, the advertisements, the social media plan, the team. The voice of doubt was her constant companion. It was loud, and it was making her tired and unhappy. A week later, on a Saturday, Elena was cleaning her small apartment. She needed a distraction from the project. She decided to go through an old box of books. The box was from her grandmother. Her grandmother had been a very successful businesswoman a long time ago. She was strong, confident, and always seemed happy. Elena missed her very much. Inside the box, under some old novels, Elena found a small leather journal. It was her grandmother's. Elena opened it carefully. On the first page, in beautiful handwriting, it said, "My 10 morning rules for a strong mind." Elena's curiosity grew. She turned the page. Her grandmother wrote, "Every success in my life started with my morning. Before the world tells you who to be, you must tell yourself who you are. These are my 10 rules, my 10 sentences. I say them every morning. They are my armor." Elena sat on the floor and started to read the 10 sentences, one by one. It felt like her grandmother was in the room with her, speaking directly to her heart. That day, Elena made a decision. She would try her grandmother's secret. She had nothing to lose. The next Monday morning, the alarm rang. Elena's first thought was about a difficult meeting she had that day. The anxiety started to rise in her stomach, but then she remembered the journal. She stopped. She took a deep breath. She would not check her phone. She would not think about the meeting. First, she would try rule number 1. The first sentence in the journal was, "Today is a brand new day." Elena said it softly to herself. Today is a brand new day. It was so simple. But what did it mean? She thought about the pressure from last week, the worry, the bad sleep. Her grandmother's journal explained, "Yesterday's worries have no power today. Yesterday's mistakes are in the past. Today is a clean page. You get to decide what you write on it." Elena thought about that. She was letting the stress of last week control her morning. She decided to stop. She took another breath and said the sentence again, this time with more feeling. Today is a brand new day. She felt a small shift. The heavy feeling in her chest felt a little lighter. She was not ignoring her problems. She was just deciding that they would not control the very first minutes of her day. This was her time. Then Elena looked at the second sentence. "I am prepared, and I am capable." This sentence felt important for her big project. Her first thought was, "But I don't feel prepared. I feel so overwhelmed." The journal had an answer for this. Her grandmother wrote, "Doubt focuses on feelings. Confidence focuses on facts. Look at the facts. You have the education. You have the experience. You have the intelligence. You have done the research. You are prepared. You are capable. Your feelings of fear are just feelings. They are not the truth. You must remind your mind of the truth." Elena thought about the facts. She had a degree in marketing. She had worked at this company for 5 years. She knew the products. She knew the customers. She spent the entire weekend studying the project plan. The fact was, she was prepared. And she was capable. She said the sentence out loud in her quiet apartment. I am prepared, and I am capable. Saying it felt different. It was like putting on a suit of armor, just as her grandmother had written. The voice of doubt in her head became a little quieter. Next, Elena read sentence number 3. I can handle any challenge that comes my way. This was a big promise. A challenge could be anything. A problem with the budget, a difficult colleague, a change in the project plan. Her normal reaction to a challenge was panic, but her grandmother's journal offered a different way to think. A challenge is not a wall, she wrote. It is a door. It is a chance to show your strength, to learn something new, to become a better professional. You do not need to know the answer to every problem right now. You only need to trust that you can find the answer when you need it. This sentence builds your trust in yourself. It turns fear of the unknown into confidence in your ability to handle it. That day, Elena had a meeting with the design team. They did not like her idea for the advertisement. The old Elena would feel personally attacked. She would get quiet and defensive. But she remembered the sentence. I can handle any challenge. This was a challenge. It was a door. In the meeting, she did not get defensive. Instead, she listened. She asked them questions. Tell me more about your concerns. What is your vision? She handled the challenge with calm and respect, and together they found a much better idea. Sentence number 4 was about action. The sentence was, my opinion is valuable, and I will share it. Elena thought about all the times she stayed silent in meetings. The fear of saying something stupid was so strong. Her grandmother's journal was very direct about this. Silence does not make you safe. It makes you invisible. Your unique perspective is a gift to your team. If you do not share it, you are robbing them of a good idea. And you are robbing yourself of the chance to lead. Your job is not to have the perfect opinion. Your job is to have an opinion and to share it with confidence and respect. This sentence is your permission to speak. Later that day, there was a big planning meeting for the launch. Sarah, her boss, asked for ideas on social media strategy. Several people spoke. Elena had an idea that was a little different. The voice of doubt whispered, "It's too risky. Stay quiet." But Elena held on to sentence number 4. She took a deep breath, and she spoke. She explained her idea clearly. The room was quiet for a moment. Then Sarah said, "Elena, that is a very interesting idea. I like it. Let's explore that more." Elena felt a wave of relief and pride. Her voice mattered. The morning continued. Elena looked at the 5th sentence. I will focus on what I can do, not on what I cannot. This was a powerful one. Her to-do list for the project was 3 pages long. It was so long that she often did not know where to start. The feeling of being overwhelmed was normal for her. Her grandmother wrote, "Worry is focusing on the 100 things you cannot do right now. Progress is focusing on the one thing you can do right now. You cannot finish the whole project today. You cannot control what the competitor is doing. But you can write that one important email. You can make that one important phone call. This sentence brings your focus back to your power. It is a tool for action, not for worry. Elena looked at her long to-do list. She felt the old stress coming back. But then she said the sentence to herself, "Focus on what I can do." She decided to ignore the long list. She picked one task, the most important one for the morning, and she started it. Just one task. It felt simple. It felt possible. Elena is building a new morning habit. What is one small habit you have that helps you start your day? Share your wisdom in the comments below. We love to learn from our community. Sentence number 6 was a lesson in perspective. Every problem is a chance to learn. Elena always saw problems as failures. If something went wrong, it was a black mark on her record. It was a sign of her incompetence. Her grandmother had a completely different view. The most successful people are not the ones who never have problems, she wrote. They are the ones who learn the most from their problems. When you face a problem, do not ask, "Who can I blame?" Ask, "What can I learn?" This mindset turns every setback into a step forward. It makes you resilient. It makes you wise. This sentence trains your brain to look for the lesson, not the drama. That afternoon, Elena got an email. There was a problem with the budget. A big cost was higher than expected. The old Elena would feel a rush of panic. The voice of doubt would say, "This is your fault. You are failing." But Elena took a breath and remembered sentence 6. What can I learn from this? She asked herself. She did not panic. She looked at the numbers carefully. She learned that she needed a better system for tracking costs. She learned that she needed to communicate more clearly with the finance department. The problem was not a failure. It was a valuable lesson that would make her project stronger. The 7th sentence was a surprise. It was gentle. The sentence was, "I will be my own best friend today." Elena was a good friend to other people. She was supportive and kind. But she was not a good friend to herself. She was a hard critic. Her grandmother's journal explained this rule. You will be with yourself all day long. Will you be with a critic, or will you be with a friend? A friend forgives your small mistakes. A friend encourages you when you are tired. A friend celebrates your small wins. Being your own friend is not weak. It is the source of your strength. You cannot lead a team if you are at war with yourself. This sentence is a promise to treat yourself with the same respect and kindness you give to others. Elena thought about how she talked to herself. It was often harsh and unforgiving. She decided to try being her own friend. When she struggled with a difficult paragraph in her presentation, she did not think, "I am so bad at this." Instead, she thought, "This is hard. It is okay. Take a small break, Elena, and then try again." This small change in her inner voice made her work feel less like a battle. Sentence number 8 was about making progress. It was simple. My only goal today is to move forward. This was for the days when she felt stuck, the days when the project felt like it was not moving at all. Her grandmother wrote, "Some days you will take big leaps forward. Other days You will only take one small step. Both are victories. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is not to finish everything at once. The goal is simply to be a little bit further at the end of the day than you were in the morning. This sentence removes the pressure of perfection. It celebrates any forward movement, no matter how small. One more email sent is moving forward. One more idea on the whiteboard is moving forward. Keep moving forward. This sentence helped Elena on a very difficult Thursday. Nothing was going right. Her team was tired. She felt like they were making no progress. Then she remembered, "My only goal today is to move forward." She gathered her team. She said, "Let's forget about the big deadline for 1 hour. What is one thing we can finish together right now?" They focused on one small task, and they completed it. It was a small win, but it changed the energy of the day. They were moving forward. The 9th sentence was about her team. The sentence was, "I will lead with trust and respect." Elena was a manager, but she was still learning how to be a leader. She sometimes micromanaged her team because she was afraid they would make a mistake. Her grandmother, a great leader, had clear advice. A manager controls tasks. A leader builds people. You build people by trusting them. Trust them with responsibility. Respect their ideas. Respect their time. When you lead with trust and respect, your team will give you their best work. They will not work for you because they have to. They will work with you because they want to. This sentence is a reminder of the kind of leader you want to be. Elena decided to put this into practice. She had a team member, Tom, who was very talented but quiet. Elena gave him a very important part of the presentation and said, "Tom, I trust you completely with this. I know you will do a great job." The change in Tom was amazing. He worked with so much passion and creativity. He felt trusted, and he did a fantastic job. Elena learned that leading with trust was more powerful than leading with fear. Finally, the 10th sentence. This one brought everything together. "I am building a career I am proud of." This was the big picture. Her grandmother wrote, "It is easy to get lost in the small daily tasks, the emails, the meetings, the problems." This sentence reminds you of your why. Why are you working so hard? You are not just doing tasks. You are building something. You are building a future. You are building a career that reflects your values, your skills, and your dreams. Every task, no matter how small, is a brick in the building of your career. When you remember this, even the boring tasks have meaning. This sentence connects your daily work to your long-term vision. It gives you purpose. Elena looked around her desk. She looked at her computer screen full of plans and documents. This was not just stress. This was not just pressure. This was her building her career. A career she could be proud of. This final thought filled her with a deep sense of motivation. Months passed. Every single morning, Elena practiced her 10 sentences. It became her ritual. It was her foundation. The marketing campaign was a huge amount of work, But Elena was a different person. She was a leader. She was calm under pressure. She spoke with confidence in meetings. She trusted her team. She was not a perfect person. She still had moments of doubt. But now, she had the tools to manage that doubt. The voice of doubt was still there sometimes, but it was no longer screaming. It was a quiet whisper, and she had 10 powerful truths to answer it with. The day of the product launch arrived. It was the biggest day of Elena's professional life. Her team was ready. The plan was in place. But an hour before the launch, a big technical problem happened with the website. It crashed. Panic started to spread through the team. The old Elena would have frozen. The old Elena would have panicked. But the new Elena took a deep breath. She heard her grandmother's sentences in her mind. "I can handle any challenge. I will focus on what I can do." She gathered her team. Her voice was calm and strong. "Okay," she said, "let's not focus on the problem. Let's focus on the solution. What is one small step we can take right now?" They worked together, focused and efficient. They found the problem, and they fixed it, just minutes before the launch. The launch was a great success. The product was a hit. The numbers were better than anyone expected. The next day, Sarah called Elena into her office. "Elena," she said, "the launch was fantastic, but I want to talk about something else. Over the last 3 months, I have seen a change in you. You have become a true leader. You are calm, confident, and you inspire your team. I am very, very impressed." Elena smiled, a real smile of deep happiness. "Thank you, Sarah," she said. She knew the secret. Her success was not just because she worked hard. It was because she had learned to manage her mind. She had learned to build her own strength from the inside every single morning. Elena's grandmother's journal is now your journal. These rules are your rules. The 10 sentences belong to you. Your success is not about luck. It is about how you start your day. If you are ready to write your own success story, one morning at a time, then subscribe to our channel. Your best work and your best self are waiting. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next story here at English Unshackled.